You're watching CNC3.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News here on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network. I am Bhavita Gopalchan. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin with news that Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Biswas said she does not want to prejudice the ongoing investigations at First Citizens Bank. Her comments follow controversy over the impending departure of Chief Executive Officer Karen Dabesi and the appointment of a new board. Speaking after attending the closing ceremony of the Java Community Cricket Camp at Wilson Road in Penal, Prasad-Biswas said the government will not interfere with the internal affairs of FCB. The board had earlier resisted pressure to have Dabesi resign immediately, allowing her to proceed on leave and retire on October 21st. She said government does not become involved in matters at that level, and it is for the new board to handle those issues.
As a government, we do not become involved in matters at that level. It is for the board of FCB to handle that. A new board will be appointed shortly. I do not want to say more about FCB. I do not want to prejudice any investigations that are ongoing with respect to matters that took place at FCB in the past time.
The bank has faced controversy after claims that former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley received preferential access to foreign exchange, allegations he has since denied. A new board for First Citizens Holdings has been appointed, chaired by attorney Shankar Badesi. Investigations are continuing as the bank prepares for the leadership transition in October. With murders in Tobago dropping from 19 last year to just 5 this month, Senior Superintendent Earl Eli says the division's strategy is working. Eli took charge of operations in September 2024, replacing Senior Superintendent Rodel Kirk, and was mandated to stop the bloodshed. He told CNC3 News last night at a police town hall meeting in Cannon that the reduction in murders, shootings and woundings is a result of hard work, dedication and cooperation between officers and the public. He feels accomplished that statistics now show crime in Tobago is at its lowest in years.
So far, I say that we are successful in our mandate. We have achieved our mandate in Tobago. We have murders down from 19 to 5. We have woundings and shootings down from I think it's about 52 or 53 this time of the year to about 15 or 16 for the corresponding period. Some of those are close figures, right? And to me, that's an achievement.
Well, Eli said the division is preparing for Carnival 2025 and upcoming elections, promising a strong police presence. He took the time to ask Tobagonians to continue supporting officers and to make use of the new Tobago hotline, that is 631-HELP. Tourism Secretary Tashia Boris also has high praise for the heads of Tobago Police for reducing crime on the island, with September making it 1 year since ACP Owen Subaru and Senior Superintendent Earl Eli were appointed.
I could tell you we have been seeing the changes versus, last year when we had a record number of murders on the island. So far, we've only had 5 for the year, and one murder is one murder too much. But at this time, I can say that we are feeling the difference, that we are seeing the presence on the ground, that they do have our support and collaboration. We have been giving resources to the TTPS to be able to police the island a lot more efficiently.
While Tobago is experiencing a favorable reduction in crime, the entire country is under a state of emergency. Boris said the administration took a proactive approach to the announcement.
When the SOE was announced, we actually in the division, myself and I have a digital innovation specialist, we came up with the idea for a Safe Tobago app. So we're actually in the testing phase of that now, which is a visitor safety app. You download it when you come on the island, you get updates as to where things are happening, you can log reports, you can get information as to where you can log reports.
Well, CNC3 News spoke with the secretary in Barbados at Carifesta 15. Meanwhile, the police deployed to high schools are not likely to be armed. Over the weekend, it was announced that 95 special police officers were given specialized school-oriented training. This followed a series of meetings last week between the Education Ministry and Police Service led by DCP Junior Benjamin. Concerns were raised over whether these officers would be armed. Police Media Ambassador ASP Owe Russell said that's not likely.
I can't say if they would be armed or not. However, what I can say take into consideration that it is a school, I would want to believe the officers will not be armed, and it would be more or less a presence. And an immediate intervention in situations where persons may want to engage in illegal activities or even fights.
However, he says this officer may be outfitted in bulletproof vests, provided with tasers, and the ability to call for armed backup should the situation require it. Meanwhile, a fire broke out at the St. Peter's Primary School this morning. Firefighters are still at the scene. Our news team are heading to the location, and we will provide an update in a subsequent newscast. The St. Peter's Primary School is located in the Petrotrin compound and once accommodated the children of the executives who lived on the refinery compound at Pointe-a-Pierre. Well, police are investigating 3 robberies which took place in Couva, Charleville and Mayaro. Police reported that a delivery driver was robbed by 2 men of close to $57,000 around 2:30 Wednesday afternoon in Mayaro. However, the men and their getaway driver were arrested hours later. Police recovered the stolen money and a loaded gun. Earlier that day, a supermarket along the Caroni-Savannah Road in Charleville was robbed by 4 men of over $50,000 and in goods, as well as a Nissan Tida belonging to a customer. That robbery took place around 8 a.m. and an hour earlier, a Couva Lotto booth operator was robbed of $12,000 when a gunman approached the 46-year-old sales representative and demanded cash. On to some other local news now. This year's Diwali Nagar celebrations will cost an estimated $3.5 million, and the National Council of Indian Culture is appealing for at least $1 million in state funding to help cover expenses. The announcement was made by newly elected NCIC President Surajdev Mangru during the official launch of Nagar 2025. Mangru noted that in 2024, the former PNM administration provided $500,000 to assist with the staging of the 9-day festival. He said the NCIC barely broke even last year.
Based on what happened last year, we barely broke even for Diwali Nagar 2024. Without government support, now I don't want the public to feel that we try a lot. We raise a lot of money to host this event by booth rentals, corporate sponsorship, and individuals coming forward and identifying with the event.
Mangru confirmed that there would be no fireworks display at this year's event. He revealed that the council spent as much as $250,000 alone on hiring police and private security. Diwali Nagar 2025 runs from Saturday, October 11th to the 19th. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Get the best in affordable eyewear. Frames with blue filter lenses and eye exam, $399. Single vision lenses with transitions on designer frames, $799. Progressive transitions with designer frames, $1,399. Happening only at Seaview Optical. Affordable eye care for everyone.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Tell from the crowd who's up next. It's Trinray's star player, whose world-class stats put him in a league of his own. Trinray's risen to become a true force to be reckoned with. With an unbeaten Carry A rating, they boast a strong solvency and A-class service. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing Trinray's financial and technical strength at its best.
Trinray, premier insurance coverage for less.
The Trinbago Knight Riders broke their losing streak and won their first match against the Antigua Barbuda Falcons in the CPL last evening at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. Pakistani left-arm pacer Mohammad Amir took 3 for 22 in his first home match for the Knight Riders as they scored an 8-wicket win over the Falcons. Now, the Falcons batted first and scored 146 for 7, with Jewel Andrew getting to 40. In addition to Amir's 3 wickets, Akil Hussain and Andrew Russell took 2 wickets each. In reply, the TKO reached 18.4 overs, with Casey Carty getting to 60 and Alex Hales getting to 55. Shakib Al Hassan and Jaden Seals took 1 wicket each. The TKO moves to second on the table behind the Falcons.
It feels good, to be honest, but especially the aim is to win the game for the team, and that is my role with the new ball, that try to take the wickets with the new ball and set the tone for the team. Look, if you talk about on paper, our team is very strong, but as I said, T20 you can't take for granted. Its margin of error is very less. You have to play good cricket for a longer period, and I think it's just a start of the tournament. We played just 4 games. It's a long way to go, but we need to keep doing good things again and again.
Antigua and Barbuda Falcons head coach Paul Nixon is accusing Cricket West Indies of being unprofessional and disrespectful. The English coach is not pleased that all-rounder Justin Greaves' injury has kept him out of the CPL and has not had any cricket since the West Indies-Pakistan series.
We've had Justin Greaves, who's got an ankle injury, and he might struggle. Let's see, moving forward. He's had an injection that hasn't worked. Been a bit disappointed how he's come back from West Indies cricket, if I'm being brutally honest. The communication was poor around that, so that's one of our international all-rounders out, which is tough.
That's it for sport. It's back to a break.
Advance your career and increase your earning potential with the University of Bedfordshire's MBA program at CTS College. This UK-accredited MBA is globally and ACTT recognized and is the most affordable in Trinidad and Tobago. With 6 intakes per year and the option to study 1 unit at a time, you can complete the general MBA or one of 6 specializations in 12 months. And with flexible entry requirements and payment options, students with various backgrounds can enroll. Contact CTS College today and find out how you can get $12,000 off.
Great deals with PRW Back to School. Save big with laptops starting from $3,100. Sky 7-inch tablet only $465. Need a printer? We've got it starting from $625. Get a 40-inch RCA TV only $1,850. 19.5-inch LG monitor $699. Secure your home with our security combo starting from $3,000. Call PRW today 285-9779. Check us in store for keyboards, webcams, stationery, and lots more.
You can tell from the crowd who's up next. It's Trinray's star player, whose world-class stats put him in a league of his own. Trinray's risen to become a true force to be reckoned with. With an unbeaten Carry A rating, they boast a strong solvency and A-class service. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing Trinray's financial and technical strength at its best.
Trinray, premier insurance coverage for less.
Ghana's first international airport hotel, Courtyard by Marriott, has officially opened its doors. The hotel is expected to provide approximately 100 employment opportunities and further expand the nation's tourism and hospitality sector. On Wednesday, President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali commissioned the $20 million investment located within walking distance from the Chedi Jagan International Airport. The 6-story hotel features 150 rooms, including 5 executive suites. At the commissioning ceremony, Ali described the newest addition to the hospitality landscape as both a symbol of ambition and a demonstration of confidence in Guyana's future. We do apologize for that, but it's time to join Jean-Marc with the weather forecast.
This morning we had a few showers over Tobago and a few thunderstorms over eastern areas of Trinidad. Elsewhere, conditions were mostly hot and sunny. For the remainder of the day, we can expect the heavier showers and possible afternoon thunderstorms to favor Trinidad. The more intense activity is expected to settle by late afternoon, but we can still expect the occasional shower this evening and tonight. Looking ahead, as a slow-moving tropical wave approaches, tomorrow will have a slightly higher chance of rainfall with isolated thunderstorms during the day, but mostly favoring the afternoon. A few showers are also expected to linger into the evening.
Well, thank you for joining us for a look at today's developments so far. We'll have these stories and so much more coming up for you in a Midday Newscast at 7 p.m. today. Until then, have a great day.
You're watching CNC3.
क्या होती उतरन